back, ladies and gentlemen, to some more New York Jets franchise. And today we've got the divisional round where we hope to get revenge on what happened earlier on in the season. In week 6, we lost to Jacksonville 31-27 in a game I actually played myself. It felt kind of rigged from the start. Mike Ward had to have a massive game to win, but even with the massive game, he still threw a pick and got sacked 3 times. Lawrence not necessarily having the best game. He's not the highest of overall, so you kind of don't expect it. Our run game was not effective. We only had 10 yards on the ground. We allowed way too much on the ground for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Their running backs aren't even 70 overall. Now, they might have developed into a 70 overall by now. I think it's like Riddick, probably. But both of them are rookies, one out of Mount Union, the other out of California. These two guys are not good running backs, and we allowed 5 combined broken tackles. But we did really good in the passing game. Colson Loveland getting over 169 yards, and he's only gotten better since then. Rashid Shaheed, he's a sneaky good receiver whenever he's not getting thrown to in double coverage. Now, Trayvon Walker, Devin Lloyd, and Jordan Davis combined for a total of 5 sacks on Mike Ward. We've got to have better protection. We've got to get the ball out quicker. We've got to have a better game plan, well, in general. Otherwise, we're just gonna lose to these guys. We can't be having that. That's not something you want to have when you're supposed to be one of the best teams in the league. You can't be losing to these guys, allowing this many sacks. It's crazy. And we only combined for a total of 1 sack. Shamar Turner and Will McDonald getting that 1 sack. Or they both got a half sack, but you know what I mean. Now the guys who got the interception are Sauce Gardner and Jamie Sherwood. Gardner, he got it when Lawrence was trying to throw deep. Lawrence just underthrew it a little bit, so Sauce Gardner took advantage and got that interception to start up his little pick spree. Sherwood, he got that user lurk. He was trying to throw to the flats, but Sherwood was there, read him like a book, and got the pick. And then Brisker, that interception was just because we tried playing it too risky. We tried going to, I believe it was Shaheed or ETN. We tried going to one of them a little bit too much. But it's really a shame we lost last time. But we're going to be playing at home this time. That time, week 6 was at Jacksonville, but now they're going to have to come to East Rutherford, where we just won a really good game in the second half, of course, off a kick return touchdown from our rookie receiver, Tayshawn Starks. But we've got some pretty big news. Kyle Hamilton is going to be out. So we're going to have to rely on guys like Tony Adams or Darius Washington, even Andre Cisco to now lead this safety group. We're not going to have one of, actually, he says he might not play. It's not good, but if he ends up coming in the game, then that's pretty good. But for now, doesn't appear like he's going to play this week. But they're not going to have their fullback. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to East Rutherford, New Jersey for the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. The Jets have had an excellent season so far. Starting to slow down around the end, though. We faced Jacksonville before. We lost to them. So we're going to try to look to make that change now. Touchback. Trevor Lawrence, T-Law, as some say, has had a terrible season so far. Now, I have tried fixing the sliders just a little bit because they would break too many tackles or they would get some very unlucky picks. Like that. Broke a tackle. Broke 2 tackles. I will admit, Tootin is a pretty good player. almost 90 overall. But that's what I mean. But their lineman is hurt. Is that Ezra Cleveland? We want our defensive linemen, specifically our 2D tackles, who are really good, to destroy this weak line. But Bashal Tootin, he's playing out of his mind every time we play him. 2nd and 5. Jacksonville already in the red zone. They're going to run it with Tootin, who's going to go down. He's not Derrick Henry. He shouldn't break everything, but he does go down. 3rd and 6. And we play man defense correctly, because that has been an issue. And he's going to go down. McDonald getting there. Are you kidding me? Why does this happen?
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Tony Adams, I love you, man, but you can't be doing that. It's always the dumbest things. EA Sports gives it to them. They give them the first. And truck up the middle. Where is everybody? Bashal Tootin. I don't know with him.
The kick is good. Makes the score Jaguars 7, Jets nothing. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars. The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Well, we're going to get our first opportunity on offense. Defense, I don't know why we play so bad. We just do. Sense? Oh, all sense and logic has gone out the window when you're playing an EA Sports game. Realism? Oh, it's supposed to be simulation. ATN gets the first. We gotta try to do everything we can, whether it's relying on Ward's arm or not. We've got it. He's putting it on the ground! Okay, he's already down. You gotta tell me he's already down, guys. He did not knock that out. He hit the ground and it came out there. He did not fumble. Yeah, he touched his elbow hit the ground. His elbow hit the ground. Jacksonville, this is not your ball. Believe me. Well, they are going to review it.
The previous play is under review.
Otherwise, I would have thrown the challenge flag, but this game doesn't let you. His left elbow was clearly down. His left knee is down. His left knee and left elbow went out, or went down. It's our ball. Guys, how about we hold on to the ball a little bit longer so we don't make it seem like we fumbled? And that's a first down. ETN with the run. You had me scared for a second there, Colston. I'm not happy with that. That Mason Taylor. He's going to truck a man. Get 9. Travis Hunter making a bigger break on it than the guy it's actually intended for. And that's to Shaheed, who's going to get it down to the 2. Rashid Shaheed.
That's good for another Jets.
Touchdown, Colson Loveland. Yeah, taunt that player, boy. Taunt him. Yeah, do the McMahon walk. Yeah, you stanky. Get out of here, Ransall. You're no good for Colson Loveland. Yeah, it seems the placement and accuracy is probably the best. Travis Hunter just dropped the football, and that's not good for them. Now it's man defense. It's over the top. Lawrence finding his man, Ray McLeod. Man defense was a little too much. I guess we should have went zone. I don't know, they're playing pretty good on offense, but they shouldn't be. Lawrence having great throws. I don't know why he's so accurate right now. So accuracy is no issue for Lawrence, even though he's 81 overall. But Travis Hunter, he's got speed. He almost had a touchdown. We were within range to get the freaking tackle, but, well, we kind of didn't. And Tony Adams getting a sack. Stay down. At the end of one, the score is 7-7. Both teams have played pretty good on offense, and neither defense has been able to get a stop. Just pitiful. Especially our defense. It's just saddening. 2nd and goal from the 13. Now they're going to look to pass it. Lawrence, he's going to go down. It's Jermaine Johnson with the sack. 3rd and goal from the 24 now. They're going to have to go a ways away. Lawrence wants a flag, but there is none. It's just power from power. We hold a big advantage over them right here. They have 24 yards to go until they get in the end zone. We're going to have Brian Thomas Jr. Well, he has no issue getting in. We can't focus on the tackle, and we let them spin move into the end zone. Brian Thomas Jr. gets in. I guess that's expected. We had zones, but we just leave that open. Why is there 4 guys there and none of them can tackle? We're finally starting to see that accuracy of Mike Ward. So Etienne getting a first on the screen, so screens are finally working. Things seem to be doing pretty good for us in the screen game. We're gonna hand it off. Etienne, he's got running room and he's got a first. 5 rushes for 34 yards. We need to give him more. 2nd and 8, 5 minutes, 50 seconds left. We're going to have Etienne, who's going to have some running room, and he's going to get down to the 27. First down by the Jets. And he's going to grab it and get in bounds. Great job.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Ready? 19, Tigers.
He's going to have his man. Etienne for 6. He beats Travis Hunter, proving who's the better receiver. You can't lock down Etienne for long because he's going to get in the end zone whether you like it or not. Etienne's an elite receiver. Now he's not got anything other than a normal dev trait, but he is a really good receiver. He's got good enough speed so we can do stuff like this. Travis Hunter not playing good enough defense on him. Gets beat inside. Thomas right there to stop him in his tracks. And it's complete to Pierce. Where's the coverage? It's non-existent. We can get more pressure. That'd be awesome. Gonna pass it. Gonna get down to Alec Pierce again. Y'all see he's over there. They're probably gonna give that tackle to Bridges. We can just only produce a little bit more pressure. That'd be awesome. And he's gonna go down. 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. They're definitely just gonna go QB sneak here. And they do. So they go for the QB sneak, and of course this game will let them get it. We're going to send Pierce in motion. We're going to pass it out to Pierce, who's got plenty of room in the flats. That should have been a throwaway. But it wasn't. They're going to look at pass. They're going to get it out to Pierce again. First and goal. They're probably going to run it up here. And he's going down. Bridges gets there instantly. Here's where we have struggled to play any sort of man defense. Like that. Sauce Gardner is a 99 overall, and yet he cannot play man coverage whatsoever. Best corner my butt. Corners are impossible to play with in this game. They don't get a freaking coverage. It's a freaking man defense. Of course. It's Travis Hunter. What do you expect? Interception at the end of the half. We're down 14-21. Travis Hunter getting a pick. We're already not playing good defense. This is rough. We're going to get ball at half, but Jacksonville is somehow playing too good a defense, playing too good of offense. They're not necessarily stopping us, but they're just doing way too good an offense for what their overall is. They're 81 overall offense. We're 89 defense. This is just so out of the realm of realism that it's not even funny. I don't know why, but this is just about as hard as when we played the Chiefs last year. 2nd and 1. Good run. Trayvon Walker with the tackle, of course. Jacksonville has looked pretty good. Intercepted! Where's the pass interference? It's never existent. And Mike Ward just says it. We're going to go down 2 touchdowns to Jacksonville. We haven't been able to get a stop in defense at all. So now, 3rd and 11. We need a big first down. Etienne gets it. He's got more. He's got plenty of running room. Travis Hunter somehow catching up to him. So Etienne turns what could have been nothing into something. Now we kind of need a stop now. And that's Loveland getting in for 6. See, it's not that hard. We just gotta play smart, get in the end zone. We cannot be down 2. He's already thrown 2 interceptions, not looking like his MVP form. We've had to rely on the passing game a lot, and it's kind of cost us in times. But when we got plays like this, that's great. Touchdown Jets. Of course, it'd help if we try to run it a little bit. We try flipping it. We've got great blocking on the side. And we've got a first. So after a gain of 2, we're going to be looking at a 1st and 10. ETN in motion. Ford's going to snap it. And Wilson will grab it. What a ridiculous catch. Great job on Wilson to look back and get it. DB doesn't realize where it's at. And Wilson will grab it. First down for the Jets. We're going to flip the play to confuse them a little bit. We're going to Colson Loveland on the grab. Great job. They were confused. Now we're going to try to run it. Or are we? No, we're not. And Colston Loveland gets in for 6. Touchdown, New York. And we can just tie this game up like that. All it takes is a flick of the wrist to change the momentum. Colston Loveland wide open in the end zone for 6. He had a linebacker in coverage, so it was kind of easy. We actually have a chance to take the lead if we can get another stop. I very well believe he can do it. Not even out the fourth quarter yet. But it doesn't matter. Garrett Wilson, he's going to have plenty of real estate. And he's going to reach for even more. Big time play. Wilson getting it down the field. He got wide open on the play, beating his coverage. The linebacker couldn't keep up, and Garrett Wilson is just a little bit too fast for him. That's going to be a massive gain. To get us all the way down to the 11 is a great job. Now Ward going to hand it off. It's up the middle. He's got a little bit, but no, Darius Etienne's down. Hopefully it's not for long. At least he's sitting on the sideline. So Darius Etienne goes down. But we have a chance to score here. And with a chance to score, we're going to get in. We're going to win. Actually, just kidding. We're going to get the lead. This is how I have expected us to play the entire game. Staring down the camera. You better write your signature on there immediately, mister. Rushing touchdown for Etienne. Put us back on, or actually to put us on top for the first time in the game. So at the end of the third, we shall be up by 7 for the first time in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, put up your dang 4s, because we have a chance to win in the divisional round against a team that'll beat us by screwery. Rigged them. The game loves the Jags. Yo. I don't know what the frick I am talking about. But I am going to try to win this game. Jags, 2nd and 3. He's got a free run up the middle. That's enough to get to the 45. Travis Hunter overestimated where he was going to throw. Now Pierce in motion. They're going to let the throw. They're going to go to Pierce, who's going to go down. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 now. You can press up because we're actually playing zone coverage, so we're good. Ray McLeod, man in motion. And Tootin. He's going to get the first. He couldn't find anybody open over the middle, so he went to his check down man, and he went out of bounds immediately. It's underthrown. He throws it to his man's feet. It's 4th and 5. As expected, they're going to go for it. And they can't quite get it. Will they get it, though? Travis Hunter drops it! Turnover on downs! He almost broke his neck. One score and this could be over. 1 touchdown and Jags could be looking at a potential, loss. Travis Etienne! He's got some speed! And he's got a big gain! He broke a tackle and got away. I don't know how he did it, but he did it. I know he had Ransall on him. He probably could have kept running straight, and Ransall would have never got him. But Travis Hunter making a big mistake there, not wrapping up completely. So now Loveland, he's going to go out of bounds. I have no clue what we were doing there. But Shaheed gets in the end zone on 4th down. We get in the end zone. We extend our lead. If the Jags can't handle our offense, we'll just if our defense. Okay, let me start. If our defense cannot handle their offense, we'll just outscore them. Eventually, they will turn it over or they will get stomped, and we will score every freaking down. They're just going to, they're going to run up the middle, QB sneak.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Just kidding. They're going down for a gain of negative yardage. Oh, Lawrence looking to pass. He's just going to run it. But he's going down. That's a sack. Shamatsana. And that's a turnover on downs. Lawrence trying to get a little too cocky in the pocket, trying to go up. But little does he know, he's got 2 men on him. Pause. As we did with Buffalo, we're going to try to send a message. There is no point in stopping. Colson Loveland with a grab. He's going to juke. And he's going to get down to the 9. I don't care, Jacksonville. I want you to know I am holding nothing back against y'all. We are just letting loose. I absolutely refuse to hold anything back against this bum Jacksonville team who doesn't deserve to be even near my boots. We're going to let them know how much that loss means to us. Down to the 6, so call him timeout. I don't quite understand what is going on, but we're going to try. Incomplete. That could have been intercepted if it was launched any closer. Trevor Lawrence going to pass. Now he's going to scramble. He's going to go down. Will McDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and now he has a sack for a safety. Lawrence, he's trying to get too comfortable in the pocket, but then he realizes, oh, this defensive line is much better than our offensive line. Their best offensive lineman is 79 overall, and our worst defensive lineman is like 82. But like I said before, I don't want to hold anything back. Mason Taylor, give him the juke, and give him the block. Screw you, Jacksonville. You can see your way out the door. Mason Taylor, give him the player of the game. We meant to do that earlier. Playmaker Mason Taylor. Well, not exactly him, but we meant to score earlier. That's why you break a tackle. Garrett Wilson being a teammate, getting a good block. Touchdown, Mason Taylor. You think I care about Jacksonville? No, I do not. This team shouldn't be in the playoffs. They're only good because of their defense. And Riddick going out of bounds. If I have anything to say about it, I will not let them score. They don't need it. They don't deserve it. But they will get big gains like that from Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence, he thinks he can do something. He thinks his game isn't dead. Little does he know it kind of already is. Believe what you want, but I am believing that they deserve every touchdown scored on them. You might be asking, thank you, Tony. Thank you, Tony. That's exactly what it is. Tony Adams, give that man 6. They deserve every touchdown given to them. Tony Adams, he did it first game of the entire series, and now he's doing it now. Thank you, Tony. You, Mason Taylor, y'all have been here since day one. Screw you, Alec Pierce. You're not going to be a good player because of this man, Tony Adams. He sends every receiver out of the equation until he gets beat deep. Well, that's going to be it. We left nothing out. We left nothing out on the field. We put it all on the field, but we didn't leave anything else out. 58-28. Whoever we play, just know we are very, very freaking serious. Don't let Mike Ward's 2 interceptions confuse you. Trevor Lawrence, Tony Adams owns you. Let that be known. Tony Adams officially owns Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jets own everybody. You think you can beat us early on in the season and get away with it? No. We're going to beat you by 30 every time now. Ward, excellent playmaker right there. He had a pretty good game. He had a crappy first half, but he just excelled in the second. He typically does, though. Mason Taylor, you're my day one, brother. 6 touchdowns. If you think that's interesting, look at all the points we scored in the second half. We scored every quarter, but we really popped off in the third and the fourth. Defense put it together in the fourth. They started playing better in the third, and then they just put it together in the fourth. But looky here. Mike Ward, he did throw 2 picks. You think I care? He's 99 overall, so we should probably have him play like it, don't you think? 6 touchdowns? He probably could have got one more. Trevor Lawrence, he played pretty much how you would expect an 81 overall to play. Actually, maybe even a little better. The run game, Etienne, he got heavily involved. He had a great game. And in Jacksonville, pretty much, they had to freaking use 2 running backs and a receiver / corner and their own quarterback. They had to do all this, and they probably still ain't even at Travis Etienne Jr.'s number. And then for receiving, Garrett Wilson, Colson Loveland, Mason Taylor, Darius Etienne. These are all guys that just dominate. That Mason Taylor haunt route, a thing of beauty. I got to get Mason Taylor his yearly playoff touchdown. That one was actually pretty impressive too. Him barely having enough speed to get it. Yeah. And we actually held them to not have a lot of yards in the passing game. Exactly what we needed. And then for the defensive side, Jacksonville led the game with Oluokun at 11 tackles, and then Sherwood and Blackman. Of course, Blackman filling in for the injured Kyle Hamilton, who it doesn't really seem we needed in the second half anyways. Now we did pretty solid otherwise. But about the TFLs, Trevante Bridges constantly put pressure on everybody in the backfield for TFLs. Probably his best game in a while. He's not necessarily going to be able to have these stats go on his record, but it is playoff stats. Jermaine Johnson and Shamar Turner both up there as well. The only guys on either team to get double-digit TFLs. And of course, there was just a bunch of TFLs in the game. Now for the sacks, Jermaine Johnson, Tony Adams, and Will McDonald are all guys that got one whole sack by themselves. Then Trevante Bridges and Shamar Turner shared a sack. This is one of Trevante's best games in recent memory. Now for interceptions, Taylor Black, the man drafted last year out of Oregon State, got an interception alongside Travis Hunter. Which, it was right before, one of them was right before half, so it shouldn't have mattered. And then Taylor Black, I think he just got lucky with that one interception. And then Tony Adams, he owns Trevor Lawrence. He took it back for pick 6. So, well, so did Taylor Black. So we are going to go back to back with the AFC Championship. This time, though, it's going to be against none other than the Pittsburgh Steelers. So the matchup we wanted is the matchup we're going to get. As you can see, Atlanta beat Detroit for a second straight year. This time it was a little bit closer, but 31-29 is still your final score. Lions can't quite get it done. But the Jets do manage 58-28. Steelers, they also dominate the Bengals as well, so they're going to win 31-17. Let's look at our opponents. Pittsburgh pretty much had this game in control. They just never let it go. They were up 17-7 by halftime. Mowing. Freaking mowing. It doesn't need mowing. So Cincinnati gets destroyed 17-31. Pittsburgh had this game in control ever since halftime. 17-7 was the score, and then they just kind of scored every single quarter. Roman Rhodes had a really good game. He did get sacked 5 times, so that O-line isn't nearly as good as what you would think. It's probably going to be like Jacksonville's game, except maybe not as many points scored. I just wanted to send a message to Jacksonville. We are not some pushover team that we're just going to let you come by. That one win was a fluke. You got lucky. But if you're going to come at us, if you're going to shoot your shot, you best not miss, because the best don't care. Joe Burrow not having as good of a game as he would want to, but he did have a pretty solid game. Now, Caleb Johnson, he had a pretty solid running game today, 17 for 70, and a touchdown. Now, for the receiving game, Pat Freiermuth, still a Pittsburgh Steeler, DK. So it seems like they have a pretty solid offense and a pretty solid defense. Their defense has some real good talent on there, as we'll see in a second. Now, they didn't really do good. Somehow, miraculously, Cincinnati's defense played better than Pittsburgh, which is kind of an interesting thing. Jamal Hoskins, the leading guy for Pittsburgh. So it seems our defense could be a little bit better than Pittsburgh's right now. So for the second straight year, we're going to be in the AFC Championship. This time, it's actually a winnable game. Last year, it was the Baltimore Ravens. This year, it's the #1 Pittsburgh Steelers. It's a more winnable game than, say, the Ravens, but it's still going to be a really tough game. Now, I don't know if it's going to be on Jacksonville's level where we struggled first half and then lost it the second, but still. It's going to be a really, really good one. And then Green Bay beating Carolina without an issue. So it's going to be Green Bay versus the Falcons. Falcons look to go do what they haven't done ever and go back-to-back in the Super Bowl. They haven't won one yet. But they have been to 2 within the last, I don't know, I guess 15 years. They've been to 2 Super Bowls, which you would probably think isn't that good. But, I mean, their last Super Bowl was kind of just last year. So they're finding some success right now. And I think they could definitely beat Green Bay. They've destroyed almost every team they've faced. Well, destroyed me in winning by like 3 or 2. But Atlanta can definitely win against Green Bay. Green Bay, they didn't really struggle all that much with Carolina. But Atlanta's no pushover. In simulation, Atlanta's like one of the best. And the Jets, we beat the Broncos in the snow off a kick return touchdown. We beat the Jags because we just wanted revenge. We turned on a different freaking channel in the second half and just played much better. We went from watching the kids' channel to watching freaking National Geographic. And it looked pretty graphic because we were killing them Jags. Hoo-wee. PETA, don't call me, please. I don't need a call from PETA or whatever. PETA. PETA. But we're going to have a second straight chance to go to the Super Bowl for the first time in almost 60 whole years. Can we do it, or will we struggle to get back to that illustrious Super Bowl Lombardi trophy? We will see next episode, as the New York Jets are going to be ending this one. That's going to be the end of this video. If you have enjoyed the video, consider liking and subscribing, as it does help grow the channel. And it grows my community out even more. I could make like a Discord or something, some kind of way to let y'all know when content comes out, other than community posts. But I want y'all to be comfortable with liking my or watching my videos, because it makes me, or liking the videos lets me know you want more. So, as always, I am going to be ending the video. I am YoBoyBaller1, as always, saying peace out, everyone.